Regardless of whether that loss has happened because the person knowingly, deliberately broke it off with you, especially in such a cruel-hearted way of not even giving you an opportunity to fix things, after all of that time of connection and love and partnership, there's really only one thing to do in these circumstances, which is to grieve, much as you would if the person had died. Times like this, whether you lose someone because they break up with you, or you lose someone in death, tragically frequently also with no opportunity to do something about it. A car accident, a sudden heart attack, an aneurysm in the brain. I mean, so many things happen so suddenly. You were having breakfast together, the next thing you know, they're gone. So regardless of whether that loss has happened because the person knowingly, deliberately broke it off with you, especially in such a cruel-hearted way of not even giving you an opportunity to fix things, after all of that time of connection and love and partnership, there's really only one thing to do in these circumstances, which is to grieve. You can't just pretend it didn't happen. You can't just erase it. You go through a grieving process, much as you would if the person had died. There's anger, there's pain, there's disbelief. There's all kinds of processes, there's stages of grief that we talk about. What I have found is that rather than always being quite so neatly defined as stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, they tend to kind of move more like waves in the ocean. There's anger, then there's pain, then there's even like laughter and joy because you'll think of that person. Remember something, you'll smile, you'll fill with joy. Then you'll remember that they're gone. The pain resurfaces or the anger resurfaces. All of these will be there. And you've got to just let yourself be open to that. There will be times where you want to punch them. There will be times where you want to just fall at their feet and cry and beg them to take you back. There will be times where you hate them. There will be times when you hate yourself. There'll be times when you hate God. It's all part of the process. Just allow it. There's no right way to grieve. There's no right timeline. But allow yourself to go through that process because otherwise you won't be able to heal. And you will find another beautiful partner to walk your life's path with. But if your heart is closed, because that's the other thing that happens to us a lot when we lose, especially when it's through this kind of betrayal. Someone dies, at least we understand they didn't do it deliberately. We may be angry, but we don't necessarily feel betrayed. We're more angry at the universe. But when someone breaks it off with us like this, no warning, no reason, no opportunity to fix it, it can lead us to closing our hearts to feeling like I can't trust because I'm going to be hurt. And that's the worst thing you can do to yourself. But in order to allow your heart to be open, you have to go through the grieving process. Thoughts are neither right nor wrong. The dilemma with thoughts, well, let me back up for a moment. One of the great boons, you can say, of Kali Yuga, and this was not true in other yugas, but one of the great boons of Kali Yuga, because the universe knew that we were going to be in trouble in Kali Yuga. Darkness, ignorance. And so one of the boons of Kali Yuga is you do not get negative karmic fruits for bad thoughts as long as you don't act on them. But you do get good karmic fruits for positive thoughts, even if you don't act on them. So we've been given kind of a little bit of a karmic handicap. You know, if you golf, you get a little handicap, means you get extra points. You get to, start a little bit ahead. So the universe is kind of helping us out a little bit here. Negative thoughts don't lead to bad karmic fruits unless you act on them. The problem is most of us tend to act on our thoughts, which is why you've got to be really careful. And also thoughts end up, polluting your own mind. If you think angry thoughts, it hurts inside. So don't feel badly if you have thoughts like that. Again, it's normal, it's natural. But then ask yourself, if someone behaves like that, which clearly shows no compassion, no caring, no trustworthiness, no emotional intelligence, no spiritual intelligence, why am I going to let my self-identity be defined by someone who has just proven to me? And allow yourself to stay in love in general. So take that love in you, and I don't mean go out and find another partner right away, but use that love with others. So do some beautiful seva. Feed hungry people. Work with poor people. Work with children. Plant trees. Do something that enables that love in your heart to be expressed with those who will not hurt you. Spend time in meditation. Spend time in prayer. Spend time in puja. If you've got a spiritual connection, do japa. Allow that love to continue to blossom. But just allow it to be focused now in other places. Do as much as you can to connect with others in love. How many people can you feed? How many people can you smile at? How many trees can you plant? How much good work can you do that puts smiles on people's faces? Whatever it may be. Little things. But just something that allows the love in your heart to keep blossoming. Create art, create music, create poetry. However it flows through you. But use that energy in you right now to create. And when it hurts, just accept it. We know scientifically that a broken heart literally is processed in the brain and in the body the same way that a broken bone is. So when you say it hurts, it literally hurts. And anybody who says to you, oh, get over it, is like saying to somebody who fell out of a tree and broke their arm, oh, just get over it. You don't need the cast, just pick up that suitcase. Of course you can. Well, no, you can't. Your arm is broken. It hurts. And a broken heart, literally, is processed the same way. So the same compassion and care and love and tenderness that you would give yourself with a broken arm or a broken leg, give it to yourself now.